Am I the asshole for refusing to give my neighbor a single tomato from the garden her dog destroyed 4 times? I want to be clear about something before I tell this story. I am not a precious person about my garden. I am not the kind of person who names their plants or cries over a broken stem. I grew vegetables because I liked eating fresh food, and I found the process of growing it genuinely relaxing after long days at work. It was a hobby, not an identity. I mention this because I want you to understand that when I say the destruction was upsetting, I am not talking about sentiment. I am talking about 2 summers, 4 complete losses, and $820 of my own money spent solving a problem that had never been mine to begin with. My neighbor Linda moved in 3 years ago. She is cheerful, talkative, and owns a golden retriever named Biscuit, who is the size of a small horse and has the focused energy of an animal who has never once been told no. Biscuit is not mean. Biscuit is enthusiastic. Biscuit's enthusiasm over the course of 2 summers was directed primarily toward my vegetable garden. The first time Biscuit got through the gap under the shared fence and demolished my plot, I was actually impressed by the thoroughness of it. The tomatoes were gone. The peppers were gone. The 1 courgette plant I'd been nursing since February had been uprooted and deposited 2 feet from where it had been growing. I knocked on Linda's door and showed her a photograph. She was genuinely mortified. She apologized warmly and at length. She brought Biscuit over to sniff the wreckage and scolded him in a voice that suggested she found the entire thing rather endearing. She said she would fix the gap under the fence immediately. She fixed it with 2 house bricks leaned against the fence panel. Biscuit moved them in 11 days. The second visit cost me an entire row of courgette, every basil plant I owned, and a chili pepper I had been growing from seeds since January and had been particularly proud of. I went back to Linda's door. She apologized again, genuinely and warmly again, and told me she'd spoken to her landlord about getting the fence repaired properly. I waited 6 weeks. The landlord did not come. The fence did not change. I bought a roll of heavy-duty garden mesh and repaired the gap myself, which took 40 minutes and cost me $38. Biscuit located the edge of the mesh in 8 days and peeled it back. Visits 3 and 4 happened within the same summer, 3 weeks apart. I had replanted between them, which in retrospect was optimistic. The 4th time, Biscuit got through, destroyed everything that had regrown, and then apparently settled in for a rest because by the time I noticed, he had dug 3 separate holes in the soil and was lying in the largest of them looking extremely satisfied with himself. I stood at the fence and looked at him for a long moment. Then I went inside, opened my laptop, and started a browser tab titled Raised Bed Options. Follow for Part 2.